Hey ladies, Sharon's here. How are you this week? Well, this is part 2 of our small hooded eye stenciling or mapping or placement as I call it. Now I have another method here that may be easier. I have been getting an overwhelming response over the last one. I am so glad that you like this, and I'm even more glad that it's working for you. That makes me feel good to know that you ladies with small-hooded eyes do have a way to do your eyes and catch on. So I'm going to try to use strictly shadows today. Now I may use darker shadows. I'll let you know which shadows I'm using to show you another placement. Alright, so I want to go ahead and get started. I am going to be working with the Pro Tardius palette. Alright, I like this because of all the colors that are in it, the mattes. And the shimmers are like a satin, and it's not too much, it's just enough. I think this is a heck of a palette, girlfriends, and if you don't have it, you ladies with the small hooded eyes, I implore you to try to invest in this palette. It's going to be a godsend. Okay, now we're starting off, no eye makeup on, okay, face is fixed. Now let's talk about what we do this time. We're going to start by just putting a wash over your eye, or let's talk about an eye primer. I still like to kind of brush it with the terry hyaluronic powder or RCMA, something very, very light, and just dust it. You can even take a light eyeshadow like Classic here, and Classic here is the first one right here. Okay, so let's just dip our brush in and let's just do a wash, okay, a lighter wash all over, just so you can get the idea. Now, when you have small hooded eyes, a lot of the work you're going to be doing is coming down on your lids a lot, because if you go across, you're moving this crepey skin all over the mat. It's better to tap and drag, this kind of thing. Are you following me? Alright, so we've already got our wash. Now, the next thing we're going to do, and this is going to be really helpful, and there's going to be two sides to this that I want to tell you about. I want you to take a slanted brush, just like this. Now this number is a MAC, hang on girlfriends, so I can give you, it's a 266 slanted brush, alright? Now what we're going to do is we're going to dip in to, and I've numbered it for you on this particular palette, is Innocence. Okay? So we're just going to dab our brush in there. Tap off the excess. Now what I want you to do this time is to start with your bottom line, and we're just going to go right under that bottom line. Now this is going to be what we call our transition color. Can you see that? Can you see I brushed it under the eyelash? As close to the eyelash as you possibly can, okay? Now the next point is very important. You dip it again into that Innocence. Tap it. Turn your brush this way this time. Come up on your eye, and where you have that under your eye, just brush it up. Brush it up to a point. You see what I'm doing? Let me try it again. I want you to get it. Coming straight from the eye, and you're flipping up. No, it's not going to be a wing, but it's going to be a placement. Now you don't want it going out. You want it coming up, just like I showed you. Remember, everything, and especially with small hooded eyes, got to be up, girlfriends. Let's try it again. We're going under the eye, just like we did. Now we want to continue with our line, and we're going up. Flip it up. See how I turned the brush this way? So you could get the flip. All right. Now we've got that flip. When you have that flip, all of a sudden you start seeing a little bit of this brow bone coming in here. Did you notice? All of a sudden you kind of see a very light shadow of a brow bone. Now this is what I want you to do. I want you to take a small little brush. You know how I love the Japanese brushes if you're doing detailed work. Let me find the right one here that I want to draw that little line with, because these are so great for placements and working, you know, in small motions, small steps. Okay, we're just going to take this little bitty brush here. This is Japanese. Now what I'm going to do is dip it back into that Innocence color, all right? Because remember, we're kind of working on our transition right now, if you will. So you can see this shadow coming up. Well, right at the top of your flip, press that eyeshadow. Press. Now I'm going to very gently and lightly do a wash. Do you see what I'm doing? Let me try it again. Right at the tip here, press right across. And as you're pressing, you can feel that brow bone. And it's right above the bottom of the brow bone where you want to make that transition color. Okay? Now you see how we're tying that eye in together? Stop, girl. She just thought small hooded eyes were on the way out. No! You won't need an eye job after this. Alright, now you got your transition color. Alright? So, you want to kind of tie it in. And of course, you're going to take any kind of, you know, fluffy brush to kind of smooth it. Blend, 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 until you cannot blend anymore. Now, for this look here, this placement, you can go ahead and kick it up. Kick it up. When you have small hooded eyes, any amount of space we have, we're going to have to use it, girlfriends, okay? So blend, 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 blend. Okay. Now you say, okay, Sharon, that's great. What do we do with the rest of this? Well, I'm going to show you. Starting from under here, all of that is going to be your lid space you've got to work with. Can you imagine? We've just created a large lid and we have taken away, and you can see from the picture, here's my hood, and voila. Now, what we want to do, I like to just darken it a little bit. We're going to do kind of a mini eye look here, okay? So, in order to darken what I just did, let me take a more pointy, actually, I'll stick with this little round one here. See what I mean? Alright, now I'm sticking it in a darker color. Alright, we use that for the wash, and we're going to use it under our eyebrow as well. We use the Innocence here to start. Now we want to just darken what we were doing here with whimsy. Whimsy. We want to darken more at the corner. Now watch carefully what I'm going to do. Okay, we're going to darken this right in here. And we're going to darken just this much, alright? Now follow me, because you don't want to miss anything here. It looks tricky and it is easy. You're going to darken where the line comes up. And we're just going to darken it to about there. And now that's about a third of the way. Okay, we're not going in. We're right in the middle of that pupil is where that's going to stop. The darker color, okay? So what you're doing is you're just creating an illusion that your eye is even getting larger, okay? Now, there again, you turn around, take a little blending brush, blend, blend, blend. very lightly, because that's all we need. Now, see the look we're creating? Okay. Also, with that whimsical color, we're going to go back in with our MAC slanted brush. I think it was 266. Put some whimsical on there. Whimsy. Alright, now we're only going up to the pupil underneath, okay? So here we go. Darken that to just there. And bring that flip up. Okay? And bring that flip up. Now see, already you're creating the illusion of a larger eye now. And girlfriends, we're not done yet. We're going to kick it out of the ballpark today, okay? So, now we've got this look. Let's go ahead and create a little more of a V. Or, as Nisha calls it, a 7. I like 7 better, to tell you the truth. Alright? So, the next color that I think we're going to go into, let's call it, let's do a little smoked, okay? This smoked is the color here. Now, just tap it. We don't want a lot of color on there, just tap it. All right. Now, sorry I didn't turn that straight, but you'll see in the palette. Now, we're going to do the same thing as we did before. We're just going to go right over this color that we had. Tapping it. Tapping it. Tapping, tapping, tapping. Again. And you can just tap part of the way. Do you see how I'm doing this? Right here and right here. Right here and right here. Don't go any further, okay? Now, you can take the slanted brush again. And I put my slanted brush. Here it is. Tap it into that smoked again. And we're going to the bottom lash and just under the bottom lash before you get to that iris. See what I mean? You're just on the edge and bring that flip up. So we are using 1, 2, 3, what? 1, 2, 3, 4 colors here. Now do you see? Okay. Now we're going to blend some more. So we blend, blend, blend. Because you're looking fine, sister. Blend, blend, blend. Okay, and I want to run it smooth under this eye. Just want to blend. And voila. See what I'm saying, ladies? This is how you do it. And the more you blend, the better it looks. Just keep it up, keep it up, keep it up. Now, this is a terrific daytime look. You can see the difference in the eyes. Voila, we got drama, we got a larger eye. Over here, sad Sally is sleeping, okay? She's just not awake yet. This is what we're going for. This is another method for you to stencil, for you to map out your eye look. Now, what can we do now about the lid? Well, heck yeah, girlfriend. You know I'm not going to forget that lid. Okay, so I take my little MAC, I think it's my 217 that I'm in love with. And I'm going over to, ethereal. I think that's how you pronounce it. Ethereal. It's pretty gold, okay? Now we're going to tap and drag. Alright? Starting at the center first. Tap, drag. Tap, drag. Tap, drag. Now I'm going right up under all the busy work that we had done. Okay, and putting that lid color. See what I mean? Now, if you wet your brush, it can go on heavier. You could tap it with your finger. I personally am just going to do this right now, but you can do whatever you want. Honey, please, does it get any better? Hello? Now, if you feel like you need to darken this some more, go in and darken your 7, or darken, your outer V, or your 7, or you can even darken your transition line. But now what you want to do, of course, is you want to highlight, the top, because you had the white everywhere else. Like I said, this is kind of a mini get ready with me, okay? You want to take your light color. Now, I generally use this, matter of fact, let me see if I have a smaller, I really like a smaller pointed brush for that, because ladies. Now, let me try this. Okay, you're going to tap into your lighter color, your wine, and just barely, starting with your arch. Do you see what I'm saying? There you go. Do you see what I did with that? Very easy, very light. There you go. Now, you say, okay, Sharon, you're going to put some in the end of your eye? Please, girlfriend, you know I am. We want a sparkle. Now, for small hooded eyes, remember last week I showed you could do that tiny, tiny brush? You can also use a little brush like this, and you can just dab. Just dab right in there. That's all it takes. Okay, now this is more of what you would call, a day look per se. Don't put any liner on. Tight line under your eye like I told you all last week, and then put your mascara on, and honey, you're magnificent. This is another placement part 2. Now next week what we're going to do is we're going to do some eye looks that are going to be easy peasy. But this look can go from daytime as it is into nighttime by using darker colors and building up the eye. And we may try that too. So I hope you enjoyed this instructional video. I try to go step by step with my ladies because I have so many of them say, oh my gosh, that was wonderful. You went step by step. We got it. Oh my gosh, I'm so impressed. Oh my gosh, it was magnificent. And I'm glad that's helping, because you know what? It took years and years when I started to get hooded eyes, because I always had very large eyes. I didn't have the small hooded eyes till you get older and everything starts dropping. And so then you need tutorials. You need all the help you can get, if you know what I'm talking about, for small hooded eyes. One thing I know y'all are all going to ask, what is my lipping? Because you always do. And, I love Octoly. They know I am an Estee Lauder freak. And when they had these lipsticks on their side, I said, oh my gosh, send me this. This is called Drop Dead Red. Isn't that pretty? I love Estee Lauder. They're creamy. They're wonderful. And they stay on forever. Look at that color. Is that not magnificent? Please, ladies. Thank you, Octoly, for sending me the lippy. I absolutely love it. You know that. Nothing like Estee Lauder. I think they're coming around now, okay? Thanks, Melissa55, for that. All right, ladies, this has been great fun. I'm going to have to say goodbye to you, and I'll see you again in a few days, and we're going to do some eye looks, and then I got a Q&A and a chit-chat. And I'm just about to reach 5,000, so we're working on the giveaway now. So let's get them up there, ladies. Give me a thumbs up. Let's come on with the program. I love you, my new subbies. We've got a lot of new people that have joined our mature group, and they're fun. They're kind of exciting. That some of them were subscribers, and now they're YouTubers too, you know what I mean? So this is a lot of fun, and I enjoyed meeting each and every one of you. You know I love you good. All right, I want you to stay sassy, classy, and confident. And give me a big thumbs up on this video, ladies.